Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. It's your boy King Beans. Starting a little bit early. You know why? So I ain't gonna keep you guys long tonight. I am here, and I'll give it a little bit before we even start. I know nobody's not coming in, but anyway, if you're watching this on the rebroadcast, as I like to say, thanks for stopping by, and hopefully, I don't offend too many people. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope wherever you are, that you're having a great day, and I hope things are going better for you. Hope you're having a good life. Enjoying yourself and all that good stuff. So we'll go ahead and get this show on the road. So welcome back to another show, another video, and a brand new episode. And it's your boy King Bean, and I'm here to rock the mic, and I'm here today, and I'm glad you're here with me. So thank you, and enjoy the ride for a little while. I'm not gonna keep you guys long. I'm not gonna keep you guys long. I wish the sound effects to go off. That's great production, right? Great production. There we go. So today, guys, I'm here to talk about Microsoft once again. But this time, it's not too much of a negative connotation. But this is what I really think right now as a gamer. Because to me, if you know me, if you've been following me, you know I'm not as Black Bond like to say. I'm not a corporate slave. I I play whatever console I deem is best for the generation. And like this generation, as I said before, I think the PlayStation is the best right now. And that's just not me speaking hyperbole or jumping on the most popular, the popular train or popular thought or whatever. You know, what it's crazy. It's crazy with dealing with Microsoft and its fan base. So many crazy things happened this week along this time. And I sit here and I think about YouTube in a sense of that YouTube is fun. It's still fun. It's not as fun as it used to be. It's real toxic, but it's not as bad. Because I feel sorry for those children over there in Texas. And with the mass shooting, I guess the school shooting, if you want to call it. I live here in Florida. If you guys you didn't know, I live up in North Florida, so I wasn't down there in Parkland when that happened. That went down, and that was sad. But one of my friends, who she's a teacher, and she was telling me that she has to go through training. The kids have to go through training in schools for school shootings. And I thought, how sad is that? You think about how sad that is. And before my time, when I was in school, we read in the history books where our parents and our aunties and all them, they had to go through nuclear drills because they're afraid to get missiles dropped on them, especially in Florida when they had a Cuban Missile Crisis. But these are own American citizens that are killing American citizens. I know we said got to do with Microsoft. It doesn't. I just want to reflect. I want you to think about some things, people. I don't care what side of I guess what political party you deem fair. I don't care if you're right wing or left wing. It's sad what happened with those kids in school, especially this latest one here in Texas, because of I can imagine being that age at 15, 16, 17 years old. Like the biggest thing we had to worry about when I was in school was fights. That was it. That was really it. And it's sad that you can't I feel sorry for students who can't go to school and just get an education just to flirt with girls or flirt with boys or whatever, or just learning about history and everything. You got to worry about if you're not coming home that day because some deranged kid is upset and he goes and attack the weakest people in the most vulnerable place imaginable. And it's really sad. It's sad that they have to go through that. Because like I said, when I was in school and I went to high school in a rural county, so it was really country. And I can remember when me, my friends, some of my friends, they used to have guns in the back of the trucks on the gun racks. The principal would come out there and say, "Hey, boy, let me see that thing you got right there. Boy, that's a nice 30-06 right there, son. It's a nice 30-06." But nobody was worried about school shooting. You didn't worry about, well, I got to go pop the trunk. Or if some girl dish you, you didn't think about killing everybody in the school. Talked to somebody today when I went up to the bank, talked to the bank teller, and she said, she's like, she's really into parents, and we're not parents, but teachers carrying guns. They should be trained for that. And I'm like, that's crazy. I know some of y'all saying, yeah, they should be, and some of y'all saying no. But the thing is, what I'm saying is crazy about it, schools ain't schools no more. Then you have prisons. You have kids in prison. That's what I feel like. And that may be wrong. I don't know. I don't know the right answer. I really don't know the right answer. But if you're listening to this and you're just fanboying out, what I'm saying is just kind of take a step back, take perspective on this. You think about those are young kids who were probably Microsoft fans, PlayStation fans, just thinking about going to the prom, thinking about what they're gonna do this summer, and they ain't even here because some one person was sad and upset and decided to attack the most vulnerable place on the planet next to church. Excuse me, next to churches. You feel me? And so, hate bringing everybody down, but I just kind of want to talk about it a little bit. Just to let you know this YouTube thing can be used more so than just for video games. You feel me? But speaking of video games, let's go get into Microsoft real quick. I ain't gonna keep you long because I really want to watch this basketball game, Houston playing Golden State, and I really want to watch this game. It's on right now. But I want to talk about Microsoft needs a win. Microsoft needs a win more than ever. Not just because they're Microsoft and because they're falling behind the PlayStation in sales and Nintendo's catching up. They need a win for their fan base. And the reason why I say that, it's almost like I'm at a point now where I'm feeling pity for them. It's like it's sad. It's a company. I don't personally care about Microsoft or Sony because they're not helping me with my bills and my situation or anybody else who's really in need. We pay them to play their system, to play online. You feel me? They don't. Yeah, Microsoft doing well. You saw the earnings report. I think they made like 2.5 billion. I'm not sure, but either way, they're profiting off the Xbox and its gaming market. They're not failing by any means. By any means you could think of, they're not failing. But they need a win for their fan base. And I saw what's the dude name? My favorite YouTuber, Crap Gamer. And I say that sarcastically, people. But even Crap Gamer is not believing the crap that Microsoft is doing. He has to force himself to push his propaganda. And I can say, like, his couple of videos as of late in the past month, even though he puts up 4 or 5 a day, it hasn't really been that bad. He's been more objective about Microsoft. Hell, he's talking about State of Decay. He's like, I'm trying to believe it's a good game. And maybe I haven't played the game. I don't know. The game may be good. The game seemed like what everybody's saying. Single player is great. It's just having problems with multiplayer. But that's not the issue. Well, that's part of the issue. But there's so many people who are diehard Microsoft fans that I see in this Xbox community that really sell out for Microsoft. They have went out and spent close to $2,000 or more on just the gaming console from buying the Xbox One S, the Xbox One X. And then you're buying the controllers. You're buying all this stuff to support Microsoft. And Microsoft is giving you mediocre games. They still got that hope for E3. Maybe E3 will be better. Who knows? But it's almost like Microsoft don't give a damn about its community or its fan base. They trying to be a one stop, one fits all. They want to make it almost like a kiddie market, also going into the games as a service thing. I don't know why is it so bad this generation for Microsoft and its exclusives. That doesn't make I don't understand. Everybody goes through a dry spell. Everybody goes through a bad time in business and in life. But Microsoft is almost at the point of they keep telling you to buy all this stuff and to believe in the company, but they're not delivering for you. It's almost like they just want to take your money and run. It's almost like they're laughing at you. I looked at something when next gen 720 was talking about they give you diabetic gaming, which a lot of people take offense to it. I find it funny. I have diabetes too, and I think the thing's funny. But when he says diabetic gaming, what he means is all these kiddie games, these really sweet games. I think Microsoft saw this thing at how well Minecraft done. Minecraft done is exceptionally done well. I've never played that game. I have no interest in playing that game. But Minecraft has done exceptionally well. I remember when they bought it out from that guy. I forgot how much money they paid for it. A couple billion, I think it was, or a couple 100 million. But that guy created that game. Microsoft didn't create the game. They bought that software. They bought that IP. And it's all on everybody's platform. And Microsoft sees where the money is at. So it's almost like they're making games that want to be kid friendly to duplicate what Minecraft has done. But Minecraft is one of those games that it's almost like the exception to the rule. I don't understand why this game is popular. I don't understand why it's fun. But if I ask my man Smasher, he could tell me why the game's fun. Game does not interest me at all in the least. And I know little kids, they like it. They like building. It's almost like digital Legos. And I get it. And it blew up on YouTube a couple of years ago, and it blew up, I guess, on Twitch and everything while these big YouTubers streaming. It was a big game. It seemed like it could be fun for kids. I'm not saying that it's not. And games, even with its connotation, is still, they look at it as for kids. And I guess that's the market they really want to go at. But the problem is the people who are supporting Microsoft that are really paying out this money is you hardcore gamers, and myself included, because I did buy the original Xbox One X. Well, not the X, but the original Xbox. I wish they'd get rid of those S's and X and all that stuff. What are they gonna do? A B C D E F G. You feel me? But you guys spent a lot of money on those consoles and the accessories, and the success of Xbox Live has been tremendous. I just don't understand why Microsoft is not catering to his fan base, not giving people what they want for a gaming system. Games sell games. Games keep gamers interested. Backwards compatibility is a great feature to have in the game. It's almost the same argument over and over again. But how many times you gonna keep playing old games? I know you can say, well, they bring out the remake, the remastered, and all this other stuff. Yeah, PlayStation did that too, and they were charging full price for those games. Microsoft at least giving you a free upgrade with if you got the X. But still, you don't get that same high, that same initial high like you used to get when you first play a game. You know, like when you first boot a game up and the game is great, you get that high and going all the way through that whole game. You feel the dopamine's pumping through your brain cells, your blood just flowing, and it's a great game and you just love it. But if you go back and play that game again, even though the game is great, you have the law of diminishing returns. And what I mean by that is, if you like a donut, you like one donut is great. It's fantastic. You eat it the first time, you go back, eat the second one. It's not as good as the first one. You eat the third one, it's not as good as the second one. It's damn sure it's not as good as the first one. After a while, you just get tired of it. So Microsoft is really good about giving us old games, giving us in the gaming community old games to play, which is a great feature. Every console should have it. But how long can you live in nostalgia? We need a new fix, a new high, man. We're all junkies on this gaming console stuff. This is our crack habit. We need the purest cut cocaine when it comes to games. You feel me? But I don't understand why Microsoft don't see that. But as long as they're seeing profits and their shareholders are happy, they're gonna keep giving you the same stuff. You don't have to really yell and voice. I mean, you need to voice your opinion, but you don't have to yell and be disrespectful to the Microsoft executives to get your point across. You just vote with your wallet. You vote with your wallet. That speaks more volumes than any words that you can say. So when I sit up here and I look and I listen to, like I said, Crack Gamer or Mooch or the guys who are heavy, or even KK Mega, who are heavy into this Xbox stuff, they're starting to slowly talk about the Xbox 2. The Xbox 2. I heard Porter Rock on Next Gen's podcast. They got a new podcast. Go check it out. It's actually pretty good. I watched it Sunday. It's Next Gen and Porter Rock. But Porter Rock said something that was really, really, really awesome. He said if they bring out the new Xbox soon, the Xbox 2 or whatever you're gonna call it, if they bring that out really quickly, the Xbox One X was obsolete. Why would you even bring that console out? It's almost like the Xbox One S is obsolete. I mean, like, why would you bring those consoles out unless you get rid of the original Xbox? The S would make sense to get rid of the original Xbox. But if you got the Xbox 2 coming out within a year or two, what was the point? What was the point? I know you're gonna get better graphics, better upgraded stuff, but then would you feel as a consumer, would you feel like you basically been robbed, a bait and switch? You spend a lot of money. Think about it, that's a lot of money. An Xbox One X is $499 if I'm not mistaken. You may get it cheaper, maybe a little bit cheaper. I don't know. I'm not looking into it because I'm not looking to buy one. But I think in launch it was $499. It's $500. The Xbox One S was about $400 when it launched, and I think it came with 2 terabytes if you got it early or something like that. I don't remember. That's a lot of money. That's $900 minus. Not even thinking about if you got the original X, like I have, and that was $500 with the Connect. Again, that's when I go back to 2000, almost $2,000. Maybe my math is a little off right now. It's 1,500, 1,400, whatever. Then buying controllers and buying the Xbox One X live service and buying games. You people spent a lot of money to fund Microsoft and to support. As much hate as I give Crack Gaming, even the hate that I give K Mega, anybody in the Xbox community who die hard for Microsoft, even Kid Smooth, Jimmy B Gaming. The problem is again, y'all white knight for this company, not Jimmy so much, but you white knight for this company so hard. Like they your uncle. Like it's almost like they're related to you. Like they personally come to your house and chill with you and they giving you crap. And yet you still fight for this company. Why? You tell me why. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Microsoft has some good games. The Gear series is good. The Halo series is good. Forza is good. Those are top three staples of Microsoft, and that's just like Kid Smooth say, Halo, Gears and Forza, Halo, Gears and Forza. You know, you did that song, right? It's a catchy song. It's trash. The song is trash, but it's a catchy hook. I can't front on that. But those are great franchises, and it's almost like they're trying to run them into the ground. It's almost like they put those games out to say, "Hey, fan base, shut up. We're gonna go do this. We're trying to get on PlayStation and run a service. We're trying to make sure we have a service and get ahead of the curve," which I think is actually business savvy is great. Because I think games in the future, but I think they're way ahead of it right now. But I think games in the future will be a full time streaming service. It will be. It will be a service. I think that's where it's going. I think that's where the future of gaming is going. I think one or two more consoles and we're done with that. And you won't see that as much. You won't see you have to have a console to play a video game. Play it on your TV with the full maybe 1080p graphics, maybe 4K graphics. Who knows? We're getting closer to the singularity, guys. Anyway, but it's one of those things I think that Microsoft really has to do for its fan base is really looking into making games, even if it's not for this generation. When I say no games, they have games, but making some triple platinum, grade A quality games that you can sit home and like, yo, this is ill. Because what Sony's doing right now is ridiculous. If you think about this, you're looking at Uncharted was fantastic. I mean, Sony started off slow, but the game started coming and it got Uncharted was fantastic. Horizon Zero Dawn was fantastic. You got a time exclusive with Nier Automata, which is going everywhere else, but it was fantastic. And of course, God of War. Oh my God, God of War is so good. I'm on my second playthrough, and I'm enjoying the game more now than I did the first time playing the game. So those are we're not even just talking about those are grade A games. We're not even talking about games that are not even grade A. They're okay. but they're good. And that's the thing. Again, Microsoft seems to be dropping a lot of mediocre games. And the thing again with State of Decay, from what I understand, the game wasn't finished. I guess after 5 years of development, when they said the Kraken was lacking, like they said, like they said they had a Kraken was all arms and no body. Gamers look for stuff like that. The water looks great on that from all the videos I saw, but if you leaving out details like that, gamers will find that stuff. Gamers find that stuff, man. Nerds sit around and find that stuff. We're all nerds. We're going to find that stuff. And for what I understand, the game is lacking a lot of content. They're going to drop some more content in about a week or so. But you spend a lot of money for these games. And these development, yes, they do cost a lot of money to make these games and to maintain these games. But that's on them. That's not our job. Our job is to play the game, to critique the game, to consume the game, to eat the game, and criticize it. And not only criticize it, to enjoy it, to have fun. You paid your full price for the game. Microsoft didn't come up to nobody, not any one of you guys, except for a few maybe. There's always exception to the rule, and gave you those games for free. They ain't giving to you for free. That's my biggest problem with the Xbox community too, as well. You act like the way you defend Microsoft is like Microsoft is giving you this stuff for free. They're not. You are the consumer. You have the power. You should demand more. You deserve more as a fan base, especially as a loyal, rabid fan base. Microsoft shouldn't even have you as a fan, to be honest with you. They don't deserve you as being their fan. They're being their biggest cheerleader, being their biggest mouthpiece. Not even, you guys set up YouTube channels, you set up podcasts, you set up all kinds of things to promote the Microsoft brand. You sit in podcasts for 2 or 3 hours telling everybody why it is important to buy Microsoft over Sony. You do all that for them for free, because you love the console, you love the game. This is your favorite platform. But when you sit there and you defend a company and they're not giving your fan base a reason to defend that company, it makes no sense to me. Like I said, I live here in Northeast Florida. I'm a huge Jacksonville Jaguar fan. Wow! Had to do my cat sound. I'm a huge, sorry, messing with you. I'm a huge Jaguar fan. I've been a Jaguar fan since the inception when they came here in '95, when nobody in the NFL wanted a team in Jacksonville. People hated the Super Bowl when it was here. I was down there. I had a great time. Even though it was raining and cold, it was one of the best times ever in my life down there at the Super Bowl when the Eagles played the Patriots. But during the 90s, people seem to forget that the Jaguars were really, really good. 1999, it was 14-2. 14-2. They ended up being 16-3 because all 3 games they lost to was to the Tennessee Titans. Titans went on into the Super Bowl. They lost to the St. Louis Rams when the Rams won their first Super Bowl. They lost by 1 yard. And Kevin Dyson got tackled near the 1 yard line. You remember that when Steve McNair was balling and Eddie George. I hate the Titans. I seriously hate the Titans. The next year, the Jaguars fell off in year 2000. They fell off, and they started going bad. Coughlin got fired. He was out of here. Then we hired Jack Del Rio. For a while, the team was still bad. We had Gene Smith up there doing the draft. We live in the heart of SEC country. He would never draft anybody from the SEC or the ACC. He always went out west. We got 2 good gems out of west. We got Mercedes Lewis, and we got our boy Mojo, Maurice Jones-Drew, out of UCLA. But everybody else was pretty much garbage. We had David Garrard as our quarterback. We also had Byron Leftwich too as well. Why I say all that? They was giving us a mediocre product, so it translated on the field. The team was bad. People stopped coming to the games. I remember when people. That's why the tarps were up there. The tarps aren't going to be up there this season. But that stadium used to be full in the 90s. And you know how I know? Because I used to go down there all the time. We used to tailgate all the time when it was Alltel Stadium. When during the Everbank, we was chilling down there too. But we stopped going to the games. The people in Florida, because people in Florida, we know football. That's all. We in football country. I'm a huge Hurricane fan. I hate the Gators. But the Gator fan base is rabid. When the Florida-Georgia game is in Jacksonville, Every seat is filled, and not only that, they have to add seats in there, and they still only have standing room only to be in the Florida Georgia game, the, the world's greatest cocktail party. That's what they call it. They don't like calling it that now, but that's what they call it. But people stopped going to the Jags game because they wasn't putting a great product on the field. They wasn't. Now this year they turned everything around. Last year it was a surprise to all of us that it was this good. They got to the FC Championship game, 10 minutes away, up by 10 points on the way to the Super Bowl. And yes, Black Bomb would have beat those goddamn Eagles, but couldn't hold on to the lead against Brady. But it still was a hell of a ride. The city was electric. It was fantastic. It was beyond measure. It was great when the Jags are good. It's always good when the Jags are good in our area. Man, it makes everybody happier. Crime rate goes down. Everybody's enjoying the Jags. But before before Shad Khan got here and took over for Mr. Weaver, because Mr. Weaver wasn't spending any money for, he sold the franchise. People stopped going to the games because the product was bad on the field. He was giving us mediocre crap. Got from mediocre, it went down to straight crap. Straight crap. The last playoff appearance before that was 2007. Last year was 2007 against the Pittsburgh Steelers when we beat the Steelers. Some reason the Jags own the Steelers. Go back and watch the 90s tapes when Jerome Bettis versus Fred Taylor. But the bottom line was we got Jack Del Rio out of here. We got Shad Khan. He came in. He brought Coughlin back home. And they started putting a good product on the field. It didn't show the first year, but it showed the second year. They started making strides. And so hopefully this year we can go to the Super Bowl this year. It's going to be tougher. But this year, people already believing. You should have seen Everbank Field, now which is TIAA Craft. But you should have seen the bank when Seattle came here, how packed that stadium was, how loud it was in that stadium. That's because they put a good product on the field. And the consumers came out and showed their support. You don't, as a fan base, you don't owe Microsoft nothing. You don't owe Sony anything. You don't owe Nintendo anything. You don't owe them guys nothing. You paid your money for this enjoyment. They are supposed to service you and provide you with the entertainment that you deserve. And as a fan base, you should demand more and get more. You deserve more. Microsoft don't deserve your loyalty. They don't. But they do need to win for the fan base to show these guys, hey, look, we are really trying. We are giving our best effort. We're gonna put something out there that you not only you gonna really like, you're gonna tell your friends, you're gonna tell your mama, you're gonna tell your daddy, you're gonna tell your girlfriend, you're gonna tell your boo thing that hey, yo, this game is dope. Nah, I can't go nowhere. I got to play this game on Microsoft. Crazy that sound, right? We all gamers. We all do it. We all did it. You don't know. You know how it is. You be at work, like, yo, I can't wait to get home and play so and so. That's how I was about God of War. I know how it was when I was a young man in school. Like, yo, I can't wait to get home and play this new Madden. I remember that. Yo, Damien, I'm gonna bust your behind in this D. Goddamn right, son. You can't beat me. I'm the best on the block. But you couldn't wait to get home to do it. Get on those sticks. And that's what Microsoft needs to do for its fan base. Because Microsoft fan base deserve better. They deserve better than this. Although some of you people may be listening right now and saying, hey, yo, Bean, I can't stand so and so as an Xbox fan because all the propaganda and lies. I'm right there with you. I don't like it either. I don't like it either, but I understand their loyalty. I understand it. But I think it's a little bit misplaced, a little bit misguided. But they really rabid for this fan base. They really enjoy the system. Maybe because they have attachment not only to the system so much, it's maybe because this is where they met some of their friends at, most of their friends at. You know what I'm saying? Because I think one of the reasons why I stuck with Xbox at the beginning of the generation because most of my friends were on 360. And I chose them first. But I switched to PlayStation years ago because the games were better. And I was having a lot more fun with them than I was with the Xbox. Even though my friends are still, some of my friends are still on Xbox. Most of my friends are still on Xbox. Man, that's fine. They could be on Xbox. They enjoy it. I'm just not there. I'll be on PlayStation. I'll be on PlayStation because I think the console is better. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. You may not agree with it, but I just think the console, as far as gaming goes, it's better. It is a much better console. But that's not the point. Some of you might be disagreeing with it. What I'm just saying right now, I'm saying, hey, well, you're just a fanboy too. Yeah, I am a fanboy. I'm a fanboy of video games, and I like video games. But I'm not a fanboy of corporation and corporate greed. I'm sorry. I work for a company that is highly greedy. Every corporation is greedy. But I think they take the loyalty for the Xbox community for granted. They think that they could keep shoveling y'all crap and you're going to keep taking it no matter what. Why? Because they name Microsoft. And who else you going to run to is Sony or Nintendo. Nintendo don't do it for everybody. I mean, I have a Switch. It's great. I like it. I enjoy it. But this PlayStation is a behemoth. And Microsoft should be right there being a behemoth. We don't want PlayStation to have a dominant grip on the gaming community because it's going to be less alternative to turn to. But Microsoft is almost like, we out. We made our money. We done. We know what we're going to do. It's like, screw games. What we're going to do is get on the service, offer this to everybody, and let everybody pay in on the service to play on Microsoft service. But if that's what they want to do, at least be honest with the fan base to let them know what you're doing. Instead of having to spend all this money on mediocre games, on expensive consoles, on expensive accessories to play the game, and just be a service. I'd rather for you to do that, but they're not going to do that because they want to extrapolate. Look at that big word right there. Trying to want to extrapolate every single penny from your pocket to support them. I don't know what the future going to hold, but in closing, I'm going to get off so I can finish watching this game. But I'm going to say this in closing. Microsoft needs to win. They need to win now. They need to win something. I don't know if it's coming to E3, hopefully later this year for something. Not only, I'm not talking through third parties. I'm talking about something from Microsoft. So the fan base can be excited for, so the fan base can enjoy it, to give you a reason to play Xbox. A reason to really enjoy it and play Xbox. So anyway, in closing, man, if you're new to the channel, thanks for taking your time out. Thanks for taking your time out today to listen to me rant and rave. I really appreciate it because I know you could be anywhere else in the world, but you chose to spend it with me, and I really appreciate that. And I hope you have a great day or a great night wherever you are. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that sub button. Go ahead and hit that like button if you choose. I really appreciate it. It helps out the channel. Go ahead and share it with your friends, your family. And it's your boy King B signing off from Kings Being Court. And I'm hoping you guys have a great night and have a great tomorrow. And may all your dreams come true. Or at least to make them come true, you got to work at it. You feel me? So anyway, it's your boy King B. Giving y'all a round of applause. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Give you guys a round of applause, dog, for sticking around. I really appreciate it. It's your boy King B, and I'll holler at you dudes later, man. One love. Peace.